troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit and this is Fortnite Save the World. And what I thought we'd do today is have a look at what's been going off in the media, especially on social media over the past few days. Now, what's actually happened is that Fortnite, or Epic Games should I say, have released a statement saying that they're going to be releasing Battle Royale on mobile platforms. Now, it's currently in a testing phase in China, and they've said it's going to have cross-play and cross-play progression across all platforms. Now, it's currently in beta. I think the beta started yesterday, but the Fortnite community seemed to take to Reddit en masse, and I was in the Fortnite BR subreddit, and someone put on there, "Are you serious, Epic?" And it was SkullFurious that wrote that. I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can see it. It got 745 upvotes and 379 comments. That just shows you just how important this is to the community and what they were thinking. So SkullFurious actually wrote, "So in the midst of this whole controversy and in the middle of your game literally being starved of content, you are going to be dedicating man hours to a mobile port. Are you kidding me? We put all this money into Save the World on PC and you take the time to flush more of that money into a hole, laughing all the way to the bank. Perhaps instead of worrying about a fourth platform, you should update the current game, wouldn't you think?" And then he ended the post with, "I'm out. Enjoy it everyone while it lasts, because it sadly just might not." There was also a link just underneath that pointing to the Epic Games refund policy, what another user put on there. That quickly got removed, but it just shows just how intense people are feeling right now in the Save the World community. So a few people have been asking me in the Discord and even in my comment sections on some of my videos, how am I feeling about this and how am I feeling about Epic Games putting all this time and effort into the other games that they've got or other ways to play Fortnite when they've not even finished the Save the World platform yet. Now, I'm not going to go too controversial here, but my thoughts are that even though I've seen people talking about leaving the game en masse and getting refunds, and obviously I've seen people compare the game to Paragon, which I do feel is a little unfair because I think that the launch of Paragon and the way that it was marketed was a lot different to Fortnite. Still, I share a lot of the same views that were on that Reddit thread, that it is frustrating that Save the World is still in early access and it's unfinished, and it's even more frustrating that since we've seen the console ports, an entire new game mode in Battle Royale has been developed, and now we're seeing a mobile port developed on top, and we're kind of crying out for these guys for Epic Games to finish our game. You have to remember that the early access players of Save the World have paid quite a lot of money, especially those that picked up the Ultimate or the Deluxe editions to get into the early access. Now, this is going free to play, but these people put a lot of faith in Epic Games in order to try out the game first because it looked so promising. You've only got to look at the cinematics here in these videos to see why we were all so hooked on that. And as a business model now, you know, you can understand that Epic Games are going to go where the money is, but the big fear is, are they going to neglect, you know, Save the World? Are they going to neglect the PvE side of the game? Because with now another port coming out on the mobile port, you can understand why people are feeling this way. I think that for many, the realization that Epic Games would comfortably survive without Save the World is scary for a lot of PvE players. It opens up questions on whether they will neglect this side of the game, and the way that they're placing a ton of resources into other platforms only adds to that fear. Now, it was good that in one recent dev update on YouTube that we saw, Epic Games actually said, and they made a point of saying, that we're definitely not neglecting Save the World and we are dedicated to developing it. I mean, we're going to have questions on that, especially with the way that it's going. It's one thing saying the words, but it's another thing seeing what we're seeing and going through the actual experience itself. It's hard to know how to feel about this because I believe that Epic Games are big enough and capable enough to drive the game forward on all these fronts. You know, I mean, I know they're doing the Battle Royale mode, they've got the PvE mode, but then to bring another platform in as well, the mobile platform, you've got to start asking questions. Now, I don't think anyone can say or honestly say that Save the World's been left to rot. I mean, we do get regular updates, there's lots of events, and Epic Games' social media platforms are still pretty active. Now, that being said, I still think that they need to improve communication with the community. Give us real ETA, show us some kind of roadmap, or give us a partial update, even just some concept art, something, just to show the Save the World story so that we know at least it's on someone's desk. Now, I'll probably not be leaving the game anytime soon. You know, I think that Save the World, despite being a bit grindy in parts, has a great deal of depth, and I like that it breaks the mold in your conventional RPGs. I mean, I believe that the people who are being hit the hardest here are the developers' oldest and loyalist supporters, the PC players who paid for the game before it was even proven, you know, before it was a proven entity, and I'd like to see Epic Games give something back to these people, at least to address some of their concerns. Either way, you know, I do believe that the game's here to stay, you know, but that's just my opinion. You know, I'd love to hear what your opinions are on this. I mean, does the game have a future? Are Epic Games neglecting the Save the World side of the game? Do you know, maybe you're one of those people who are getting a refund, and I'd love to know what you think about it and why. You know, and I just remember as well, this is a family channel, so but I completely understand that many many people are passionate about this, and rightly so. So all I ask is that you keep your comments clean, and I look forward to hearing your take on the fate of Fortnite Save the World. Thanks for watching, guys.